Hey everyone, in this video I want to show you how to create a CMS blog in your Framer project. I'll be using my studio's website as an example. Okay, so I opened the project already. You can see this is my homepage. And now we need to create a CMS collection. Please note that I have already one CMS collection, that's my portfolio, but I need to add another one. So I press add and I'll use add sample blog. In this case, I will have already sample pages that I can use and redesign them later. Also, please note that in order to have more than one CMS items, you will need to have a pro version of Framer, and you need to go to the plans and you'll need to upgrade them to the pro version. You can use, I believe, about 10 CMS collections if you're using just a free version without a custom domain. But if you want to have a custom domain, you will have to buy a pro plan for your website. So let's go back to our dashboard, and you'll see that Framer tells me that it made sample blog pages, so it made a sample page with all my posts, actually sample posts, and will redesign them and make them in the style that I want and in the style of the website that I already have. Basically, it uses my titles, already title styles. You see the H1 here, and it uses H2. These styles are defined in my styles of my website over here. So I go to assets, and here in my styles menu, in my styles part, we can see the H1 headings, H2, and H2 second variant, and also H3. In any case, I want to remake this and redesign it in the way that I like it, because here I don't like the way it looks right now. But first of all, I will add a header. So I go to my homepage, I press Command C, and then I go back to blog, and I press Command V in order to paste it into the blog. And here we can check that all layers are in the stack. Yeah, everything is okay, and our header is on the top. And I will leave the title blog here, but you see in my version, I will need to have them on the left side. So basically I can copy this part, this stack, and paste it over here on this page of the blog and move it up a little bit. Also, I have a sticky header, so when I press play, you will see that my header sticks. And in order to leave this on this page and to remove this huge padding on top, I will move it a little bit to the top. So in order to remove this part that it takes a lot of space on top, I'll notice that I already have the top padding and I don't need it, so I press 0 here and remove it. And my header is in absolute positioning. So here you can see that it's 0 pixels from top and it's fixed. That's why I'm getting this sticky effect when the user scrolls the page. Now I will change the title of this. So basically I will tell this is our blog, and I'll remove this title here. And this text I will change later. And now I want to customize the way these cards look. I want to have the title and the date of the post, or maybe the type of the post. And also I will have some filters here that will filter my blog posts, because I'm going to be having news and resources here. So let's select type, and let's type here, and it's going to be filter 1, and let's duplicate it. Oops. Here, here, and here this is going to be filter 2. We'll change the names later, And also I want to duplicate this one, and here I'll be having all. So I'll need to have a stack from this, so I press Option Command Enter, and now I have a stack. And I will change the distribution to start, alignment to the top, and I will change the styles of these filters, and I will choose probably body, yep, like this. Also, you see that there's a problem here. That's because the height is not fit content, so I change it, and also I will change the width to fit content. Also, I will change the gap between these filters to, for example, 24, like this. And maybe I'll remove the background because I don't actually need it. And now I drop it here. And now it's on the top, but oh, hold on. It's on the top, but I don't need it on the top, so I'll move it over here. And I'll change the name of the stack so we know that it's filters. Yep, like this. Actually, we can add a little padding. Maybe, was it 40? Yep, let's add 40 everywhere. Yep, now we can see. And I want to change the distribution for the whole page here. I will change it to the left, so it aligns to the left. And now you see these two filters here and all. Okay, let's change them right now because it's easier to do it right now, and then we'll change it later. And now I will put resources, and second one will be articles, like this. And I'll move them in this way. So first it's going to be articles and then resources. Okay, now I will need to play around with this collection. So I want to have it in a fill. So I will remove maxed width. I'll remove it. And now it looks like this. But I want to have them in vertical alignment so they look like cards. So I select the first stack and I change the direction to horizontal. And now I'll need to change the width of it. I will use relative, and it's going to be 50%. And these titles, they look too large, so I'll remove the style and I'll change to 34 or 32. And now I will also add category here, so I will remove the date. Yep, I need to make a text layer, and this is going to be, oh, actually I don't need to make a text layer, I'll just remove this, and I will use it for my type of the content. So I'll leave it like this for now. And actually we could use sample text from the post, but I don't want it to have it, to be here, so I will just leave the title and the type of post like this. But I'll change the color, so I'll use black, or actually I'll use blue like this. And for the picture, let's make it fill, and maybe we'll use it, for example, it's gonna be like this, maybe 240, yeah. And we'll lock it. So depending on the type of screen, the size of the screen, they will enlarge. But you see now we don't have the second column for the stack, so we can fix that if we remove the gap. Oh, actually this is not the one. I'll go to collection, and here I can remove gap, or I can add it. Also I need to change the direction like this, and I need to warp it. But the problem is that you see that they don't fit inside of this container, so I'll need to remove the paddings, and probably it should fix it, but it doesn't fix, probably because of this gap. Let me change. No, this is not it. This is rep, and this is not rep. It should be this should be a stack without a rep, so I'll use rep only for the collection. And now we need to fit them inside of this main container. So we can do it in the way that we can use grid. We can use 2 columns with gap 40, or we can remove gap so they will fit like this. But I think with the gap it looks fine. But I'll need to put some paddings as well, so I'll put 40, so it looks like this. Now I think it looks fine, and also let's try to use gap here. I'll make it smaller, about 24, and also I want to have a gap, a horizontal gap between them, because I think we should add some more space on top. In the way to do that, I will add some padding on top actually. So I will use it over here. So I select this first stack, and I'll put some padding on top. So it looks like this. Now I think it looks much better. And here we can remove the padding on top. Yep, like this. And now it looks fine, because basically we're having a padding here from the actual cards. Okay, what we need to do next, we need to customize our CMS. So I go to CMS, I select custom fields, or edit fields. We'll use title, of course we'll leave the slack, we can leave the date, so we can move it to the front so we see it. Also we use image, that's the image that we're going to be having in our blog. And then we can use the content, but what we need to do, we need to add our type, or the category of the blog page. So we press plus and we use option. And then this option will be changing the option 1 to articles. And the second will be changing to resources. Okay, it doesn't matter what it says for default, because we will be changing it all the time. And well, I want to call it category or type, and then the content. Okay, now it looks fine, but maybe we can change the position of the type. So when we open our blog item, we'll see the date of when we publish it, the title, the type, and we can select it here. Then we see the slug, the hero image, and the actual content. And now let's make a responsive mode, and we create a tablet, and then we create a mobile like this. Here we need to fix it. I already have the header for the mobile, so it looks like this, and this one is tablet, is fine. Now we need to change this a little bit, because this is not the way it should look, so I'll make it a little bit larger, about 80%, and this looks fine, but maybe we can make it fill for the width, and let's center it. Oh, center it like this, so it's in the center exactly. Here we can change the padding a little bit, because I think this is a huge gap here, so we should remove it. And maybe we can try to do it in this way. We can make a gap. Okay, let's leave it 0. Yep, now it looks fine. And now we go to our card and the desktop version. We click on the title, and we see that it's already linked to the title. Yeah, it's already linked to the title. And now we should link the type to the variable, and it's called type display option. Now you see that it's articles. And here we can select this variable and also select the title. For some reason it doesn't work, but we can change that. Yep, like this, because I deleted it accidentally. And the image is already placed, so the image is fine. Now we need to add footer. So I go to home page and I add this block, and this one. This is the call to action block and footer. So I added them here, and actually everything is set up already. So you see the mobile versions, mobile variants. Okay, so this is fine, but I want to add a little bit padding for the bottom of this part where all the blocks are. So I will add 100 like this. And let's check it. Let's preview. Yep, here's preview. I have the animation set up already because I copied this element from other page. So I already have that animated. And now we have the filters and we have the blog posts. And we enter the blog, we go to the sample blog page, and we'll need to make it. How to make it? Let's go to the blog page. We need to find it first because I don't know where is it. Oh, it's inside. Everything is fine. So I will copy the top part to it and here, and also I will copy the bottom one here. So everything is fine. And now let's create a tablet, and let's create a phone version. And now we need to change this. This is footer is tablet, okay. And this also should be mobile, like this. And this one, we have a mobile version as well. And footer is also in mobile. And here we need to remove paddings from 80 to 20, and now it looks fine. But okay, we'll leave it like this. Well, it looks fine, I think. The padding here is 40 and here is 80. Yep. So we change it to 40 here. And also we need to remove the gap from the page, because all the elements should be placed right after another one. And for this part, I want to change the way it looks because I don't like it, and I will remove the max width, remove it, and I will add paddings. It should be 40, like this, and I should make them align to the left. Start, I think, and this one should be on the left too. And this should be on the left as well. And this is the date, but we'll use it, not the date, we'll use the type display option. So this is the type of the article. Okay, and now this image is huge. That's the problem because we have our container is in filled mode, and that's why it's really big for the width. So we need to actually make it smaller, and we'll use the maximum width for it. So I need to go back here, and I will need to have max width, and max width will be about 60% relative, like this. But you see, the problem is that everything aligns in the center, and I need to select the top layer, the desktop, and select align to the left, like this. And here I can actually play around and make it 80%. Yeah, 80% looks fine. And let's see how it looks. Let's make it larger. This is the article. And still the image looks really big. That's because it's locked and it fills all the containers. So maybe we can change it to 40 like this and then lock it. Okay, and let's make a radius of 24. I think it was like that on the website. Looks fine. And on the mobile, actually we'll need to remove the 80% and we'll make it just fill because I want to fill this container. But also we need to change the gap or padding from 40 to 20. Yep, like this, because in mobile it's easier to read it in this way. Okay, so this is fine. And let's go back to our blog. And let's see how it works. So we select preview and we see our pages here. We click on the page and we go inside like this. Also, we need to now change the filters right here, articles and resources, so we can switch between them. And in order to have that, I want to make them in a separate page, or we can actually make them as a component. Why is the reason to make them in the separate page? Because I will have a lot of these articles in some time, so it's easier for a user to go to the next page, and I think it's better for SEO to have a separate page for each category. So basically I will need to copy this blog. So I select here blog page, I duplicate it, and then I move it inside like this. And here I will call it articles. And now I need to duplicate it again, and here I will rename it to resources. Yep, like this. And all will be this page, the first one. So basically articles are inside of the blog, and resources are also inside of the blog. In order for it to work, I need to go to articles page. I need to select this collection list, and now I go to filters, and in filters I choose type, and I choose the condition that it equals to articles. So I'll leave articles here, and then I go back to page resources page. Again, I select the collection list, I go to filters, and I choose type equals to resources. And now we don't see anything because I don't have any blog posts in the type resources. So I'll change something. So I go to this and I'll change it to resources, and let's change this one to resources as well. And now it should work. So it should show up only 2 blog pages. And now I need to make links for it. So basically I can create a component. Now I'll create component, and component, right click, filters. Let's call it blog filters actually, because I think I have another component it's called like filters. So blog filters, and now I will make links. So I'll click here and I will create a link that connects to the blog, just the blog page. I select article, and I will create a link to my articles in my blog. I need to find it. Yep, right here. And then I will create another link for resources. You see that they're all blue now. That's because I'm using the style where the links are blue. So I can use other style that I already have. So that's why I will fix it. So I go to edit over, and current should be blue, like this. And now let's check how it works. You see, all are blue, and then I select articles, and it doesn't work because we need to copy this container. Oh, we need to copy this from component to other pages. So I copy it and I paste to replace, paste in place here, and go to resources, and also I use paste in place. And now it should work. Yep, we're in the resources page. We see resources active. We go to articles, and we see now they're active, and we go to all, and we see that they're active as well. Also, we can remove this text because, well, let's leave it because probably maybe I can use it for some text in the future. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure right now. But I want to change the title here, so I will use like this: articles. So blog articles, and for resources, it's going to be, of course, blog, and it's going to be resources. Yep, like this. Okay. Yep, that's about it. And now we can again check it on the website. Let's see it again. So this is working. We go to the text. We see the page, and I want to see the resources page as well. So I go to resources. We see resources. We see the image, and we see the sample text. So everything is okay. And also we can add similar pages to other articles, or to other article page. So we can select the blog page, and we can add a CMS here that I just copied, and we can move it up over here, and then I will filter it, and I'll filter it to the type, and it's going to be the same type as we're having it here. So I'll use value, and I'll use type. So basically that we're in articles, and here the post will show only the articles. But you see that it shows the same page, the same article that we're in right now. So in order to fix that, I select my collection list, I go to filters again, and I will add a new filter. So I select add filter, I select title, and now I need to use condition, and my condition will be that it doesn't contain the same title. So basically I use value, I select set variable, and value, or it's going to be this title of this page. So it shows all the posts, basically all the posts except the one that we're on right now. And we can limit this to, for example, four pages, four blog posts. And now we have only 2, but when we can be having 10, for example, I don't want to see all the 10 here, so only 4. Okay, so now this looks fine, and let's add a title here, and we'll make it like this. So I select title, and we put the text something like this. You may also like. And I'll change the style. I use H2, and I'll just drop it over here. Yep, like this. And I need to create another stack for it. Option, Command, Enter, and padding to 40. I changed it. And now I can see that you may also like, and we see other posts from this category. All right, so that's it. The only thing that's left is that we can now change all the sample text to our real content. and publish our website. I hope you liked this tutorial, so please hit that like button, and in the comments below, please write the topics that you're interested in, and also please tell me how you use your CMS, and maybe you have other questions about it. My name is Sergey Chirkov, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.